What is up, my peoples, and today I am going to be showing you how to do the whole Easter egg of the Darkest Shore. It's the new map on World War II. I haven't made a guide yet, and I don't have gameplay at the first actual step, but it's turn on power. If you're watching this guide, you should know how to do it by now. It's the first step. You have to get it on before you can do anything else, and pretty self-explanatory, and it's pretty easy to find if you don't know how to. And anyways, yeah. So, you're gonna have to get these two saw parts first, which the first one spawns on this dead body by Pack-a-Punch, and the second one has three spawn locations, right there on that bed, right here on this table next to the record player, and the third location is right by Slappy Taffy, right here, which is where it was in my game. So you're gonna wanna at this point you're gonna need points to buy the saw. But first, while you're doing this, I usually like to go through the minecart and unlock Pack Punch, which I'll show you in a moment. But while you're here, you actually need to throw a grenade right in front of this like kind of hole in the wall and blow up a bomber in front of it. And in a second I'll show you how you'll know that you got it. So you'll go back in, and like I said, I'll show you how you know. You're gonna go in, and you're gonna notice that there's like all this fire in front of it because you blew it up. So if you just hold square on it, you actually go into the secret room, and in this corner you're gonna notice that there's a monk head that you can pick up, and you're gonna need that for the Easter egg. Alright, so this is how to do Pack Punch. You don't have to do it the route in this order, but it's double tap to sub pen to spawn, and then spawn to double tap. And that is how you unlock Pack Punch. You have to pick up all these electroschnazels or something. I don't know. And then you just come over to this thing right here. You put them in. It's by an elevator, and Pack a Punch will come up on the elevator, which I will show you in a second. Right there, there's Pack a Punch. Pack Punch 5,000 points, and there you go. At this point, you should be able to craft the saw, and you should be able to pay for it. And basically, you have to get a spine of any type of zombie. Could be zombie, could be moikler, could be pest, could be whistling, any spine. Then you come back to the saw, put it. Oh yeah, to get a spine, you have to do a heavy attack, which is holding L2 then R2, or doing a bayonet charge. So you have to get kills next to this saw. I believe it's like 20 to 30 kills. Then you hold square on it. It'll say like assemble the rip saw, and you can pay an extra 500 points for it, and you have upgraded the saw. And also, if you haven't had it before, then it's going to cost 3,000. Now you come to this body that was by Pack a Punch, and you can shoot the head off. It's hanging upside down, and you can pick up the head, and you're going to need it for the step of the Easter egg, because this Easter egg's pretty random. So you put the head on this body that's in front of this door. We call it the corpse gate, and you're going to have to get a bunch of kills in front of it. I like before it's like 20 to 30, and when it's done it's gonna lock you in. I was testing something, and if you're playing with friends and you're locked out, you can just jump over like you just saw there, and you can just get back in. You can't leave though. Anyways, what you have to do, you have to survive for about 30 seconds, and I'm speeding it up, and after like 30 seconds there'll be this sizzle sound, and that means that one of the fire areas has gone off, and you can turn the valve that was in that area. There's one in each of the three corners. There's three. So you just survive for another 30 seconds, like you're seeing right here. I like to camp on the stairs that you're seeing right now. I can't speak, and one just turned off. It was right here, and you turn it just like the Final Reich, and it's done. There's two done, and now we're just surviving for the last part, and it's not too hard of a step, but out of the left side it's probably the hardest out of the left. And anyways, the last one will go off. You can turn it, and don't worry if you don't get it right when it turns off, it'll go off again. Then you come over and hold square on this guy. Once you've turned all three, two things will pop up on screen, and you're going to see his brutal death of him being ripped apart. Red Riding Hood from the intel, as far as we know. And the door will open, and be careful because a Brenner's gonna drop in, and he can wreck you, but I mean, it's pretty easy to kill as long as everyone's shooting. See, he's dead, and Now you're gonna want to come over to this left like button thing, and you're gonna want to put the monk head you got earlier on it. And now you're gonna have to do a bomber escort, but before you do the bomber escort, you have to shoot down all the Stukas in the sky. The Stukas are gonna be shooting at you, but when you're on the flak cannons that are around the map, which is how you shoot them down, this is sped up by the way, you just shoot the Stukas down, and it's pretty much like the campaign for any of you who have played it. If you shoot the zombies, they don't really die, they just like get stunned. Shooting down all the Stukas isn't too hard, like they can't really hurt you that much, but if you're not on a flat cannon and they start shooting at you, you're probably gonna take it down, just saying. And once it's done, you're gonna get a pop-up on screen saying like you've destroyed all the planes. So now you come over to this right button, and like I said, how you're gonna have to do a bomber defense. If you did it while the Stukas were out, the Stukas are just gonna shoot the bomber and kill it instantly. And this bomber is actually a friendly bomber. So yeah, he's not gonna blow up in your face. And you'll notice that he doesn't actually have a bomb, he has like a battery on his back. And you need to protect him while he gets to the artillery bunker. And he can only take like 4 hits, so he's kind of a noob at zombies, I know. And just protect him. This is when you're gonna want to use like free fire, you're gonna want to use jacks, you're gonna want to use your best weapons, protect him. He goes the shortest route possible. It's usually like 30 seconds maybe. As you can see, I use my free fire. But he's just going to the artillery bunker, and he's gonna put his battery into this empty battery slot. And after that, you are now ready for the next step of the Easter egg. So you're gonna want to pick up these 2 radio parts, which one of them you can find on this dead body right here near double tap, and the second part you shoot down after you've done the Stuka step. You shoot it down from that body above electric cherry. You can hold square on it, it'll pick it up, and you will have the second radio part. Now you're gonna want to come over by this box location, and you can put the radio down here. It's near stamina up as well. And I'm gonna try my best to explain this step. So after you put the radio down, there's gonna be this dialogue, and these ships are gonna come on the island or around the island, and they're gonna be shooting at you with explosives. And your goal is to take out all of the ships. Now you could use this if you want. Like, you have to aim the gun at the ships and destroy them. You could use your eye and just kind of guess and see where the bullets land. Like right here, you see it lands a little too far, so that would mean I have to aim lower. Oh yeah, and by the way, to get ammo, if you run out of ammo, just get more kills for the battery, and it'll reload ammo. You usually can get like up to 10 shots, I think, so you should be fine. And you just keep shooting, and also, if you listen to your characters, the characters will say like aim higher, or aim lower, or aim more to the left or right, and so on and so on. And like I said, the map, basically the best way I can describe it, the first number is the number on the left. If you look at the number when you go up and down, like plus or minus 15 or like something like that, and then the number after that is about how far it'll go. Like most of the time, looking at where it lands is honestly the easiest. But if you want to do the board, the first number is up and down, and the second number is how far it'll go. And the map above the numbers, each like right here. So the rock is where you're kind of looking. Each line around, like that's going in a circular, is like a circular motion is 100. So like where this one is, when I look at it, see, I got it first try because I used the numbers. And you'll have that step done. Just take your time, get it done. So the next step, it's going to require you to get these 3 suns, which I'm going to show you how to get, and you put all of them into that door that you unlocked in Secret Room. So the first one you're going to get on this flat cannon, and you're going to shoot at this rock. It's the flat cannon by where you did this step, and yeah, you'll get it. It's going to spawn and spawn. Second sun, you're going to need to get a zombie spine, and you can put it and give it to like the monk head that you put down earlier. And you're gonna notice it's gonna spawn a friendly zombie. So you're gonna have to defend this friendly zombie, and it's gonna go to spawn. And don't forget from the last step, the rock when you shot it drops and spawns. So you can put both of them in at the same time, which is what we did in this game. And as you can see, the zombie's just going to spawn, and it's gonna end up like running in the water, and then just like I the first time I did this, I'm like, is it just drowning itself? And then it ends up coming back out of the water with the son, the second son of Neruthis, and I am. By the way, as far as I can tell, the zombie has infinite health, but I'm not sure about that. So just to be safe, I'd protect it. And as you can see right there, he's coming out of the water with the second son. He'll end up dying, he'll drop it, and then you'll be able to pick it up. And congratulations, you've got two of the sons. Oh yeah, by the way, you don't have to do these anywhere. So this one requires you shooting these rocks. That's one location. The second location's right up there. It'll be like this rock with vines coming out of it. Third location is right there. Fourth location is right there. The fifth location, you're gonna want to come over here. It'll be it's always on these red rocks. Fifth location, sixth location, sorry, that's the sixth. Then up here, this is the seventh location. It's not there in my game, but it can be there. And the ninth location is up there. I miscounted. That's so bad. But anyways, there's 9 locations. I showed you all of them. Once you have all the suns, you're gonna notice that you can come over here. You can put the sun in, and it's gonna spawn these 3 Moikler zombies. They're pretty hard to kill, but just take your time, kill them, and you should be fine. Anyways, now for the first spine ritual you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to throw grenades at all these fuse boxes. There's the first fuse box you're gonna have to blow up. Here's the second fuse box you're gonna have to blow up. It's in the U-boat pens. Third one is right here that you have to blow up. And you don't have to do the spines in any order. I'm just showing you this one first. The fourth fuse box that you have to blow up is right there. And then this is the fifth. Here's the sixth. And here is the 7th. Now you can move on to the next step. Okay, now that you've opened all of the fuse boxes, you're going to want to need to get a pest spine, which you have to do like a bayonet charge like in multiplayer. And you're going to come over here next to the monk head, and you're going to like put it in this bucket. And it's going to get a friendly pest. Now, it's not like the bomber escort before. You have to do some very specific stuff with the saw, which if you don't know what you're doing can take a while, but I'm going to be showing you as best I can the exact angles to shoot the saw. And by the way, the reason you have to open the fuse boxes so all the fuses are open so you can actually get these shots. So the first place he's going to go is, as you see, I'm going to show you this whole step, by the way, so brace yourselves. You're waiting for him to get into this certain position. He's like right there right now. And you're waiting for him to stand right there. And then aim exactly where I'm aiming, like right there off of that. It's the easiest shot. And you'll see this electric. He will change colors. And when he changes colors, that's how you know that it's done. The second one, you have to stand like right here when you're going to have to bounce it off of 2. And the position you're waiting for him to get into is like kind of away from the door, but kind of not. You'll see it when he gets there. This is just kind of an annoying step to do. It just takes a while. I recommend someone saving a zombie while you're doing this step, because if no one has a zombie, oh yeah, right there, you shoot like right there. It'll bounce off that, and actually that's a miss. That's where you want him to be. And you'll shoot it right there, it'll bounce off, and it'll hit him. And he should turn red again. By the way, this is the order he'll always go. I recommend having a zombie save because if you don't, it's gonna be annoying. So he's gonna go out here, and you're gonna have to wait for him to kind of get in that walkway. So you have to like stand right here. He's gonna walk like right up to you, but it's not the spot. And then he's gonna like jump down. Right there is not it. He's gonna go inside. And like I said, this step is time consuming. Don't worry, you'll get it eventually. It's not. He doesn't. I don't think he dies off unless something's hitting him. So yeah, that's where you want him to go. Where I just aim. He's right there. So you shoot right where I'm shooting. It'll bounce off, and he should turn green. And now he's gonna move to the fourth location, which is by the artillery bunker where you did that cannon step earlier. He's just going there. And this is the hardest spine to do, by the way. Silence. So here's the main fuses boxes, yeah, fuse boxes, and you're gonna like kind of wedge yourself in this corner next to the flak gun where you shot the first Sunrock, and that's not the position you're waiting for him to be in. He's gonna go around. I don't know exactly if this is the order he walks to those locations, but it's the location that you're waiting for. So as you can see, I'm in this corner by the flak gun. He is gonna just kind of look around, and what's it called? That's not the location, so don't think that is. It's pretty close, right there. So you're gonna shoot like a little above in the middle, if that makes sense, and you should hit him. In my opinion, that's the second easiest one to hit, and then he'll start running. He'll turn purple, and then he's going to move on to the last area. I know this is probably getting tedious just watching him move from area to area, but just I don't know. It's this is the whole step, so just take your time, get it done. It's worth it because the cutscene's amazing, which I'm not going to show in this video because I'm not going to spoil it if you don't want to. But if you really want to see the cutscene, I'll link it in the description. Anyways, moving on. He'll come over by Speed Cola or the U-boat pens, and you're gonna wedge yourself in this like corner next to the battery. Like walk really like slow. My controller was messed up at the time of recording this, by the way, so like keep like moving really fast. Like you'll see how like I'll just kind of stop moving because I'll get into a corner, and it's like an invisible corner right there. So basically you're gonna aim at that left one right there, and it's gonna bounce off everything, but he wasn't in position so he didn't get hit. He'll like walk up here and you'll see him. Hi Pest, how are you? And this is the last one, by the way. You're reflecting off of 5 things. So you're in the corner and you're waiting to see like the pest go to like the right back, if that makes sense. So he's right there. He's gonna go back. That's not it because he has to go to the right. That's it. So then you're gonna aim like the middle of the left fuse right there, and you should hit it, and you'll get him, and finally it's done, and you can move on to the next step. So everyone in your game is gonna have to go to the ritual room that I showed you earlier, which you open with the 3 suns, and we go in there, and basically we're gonna have to do a ritual, which I will show you right now. By the way, you know how the Michaelers are in there. If you've already done a spine, they'll all get nuked, but we already have done one. So you're gonna see this purple pest. He has a lot of health. Just spray him. This is by far the easiest ritual out of all of them, and see, he's already dead. They have some more extra health, but it's a pest, so what do you expect? And this head, for some reason, is really glitchy to pick up. You're gonna want to pick it up whenever you can, and you're gonna want to put it on that hook that you see right there, and there's one ritual done. Okay, so for the next step, you're gonna have to get a Moikler spine, which is probably one of the hardest spines to get, but I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed to be glowing. And you put it in the same bucket that you put the pest spine in before, but you can do these in any order. This is just the order I'm showing you. And a friendly Moikler will come out, and essentially this game is a game of hide and seek, and it can be difficult at times, but it's probably one of the more easier ones to do. And see, there's the friendly one. It'll spawn in. Don't panic. Not gonna hurt you. And it's gonna run off pretty fast. Almost died here. But anyways, the fog is gonna roll back in, and basically what you need to listen for is you need to listen for the Brenner scream of like a Brenner spawning in, or just like this yell. And see, here's the fog rolling back in. We're listening for the scream, which if you're not playing with game sound, just like look around. He'll be curled up in a ball, which you'll see in a minute. Places he likes to go around the artillery bunker. He likes to go near Pack-a-Punch, and he likes to go near spawn. And those are like the best places he likes to go. See, as you can see, I'm checking spawn right now. And is he here? Because I don't remember if he was in this gameplay or not. He's not. He like spawns kind of in the water. And anyways, then I go over here and check this other back corner that he could be in. He's not back here. Oh yeah, this storyline for him is kind of sad, but not gonna really get into the storyline stuff right now. Rip armor. I hate the armor system. Anyways, moving on. I'm pretty sure at this point Crazy Dog found one. Thanks to Crazy Dog, by the way, for helping me get this footage. And what's it called? Here's me just, I think, going to check Pack-a-Punch. And there he is. That's what he looks like. He's curled up in a ball. You shoot him once, and he just runs off. Don't worry, he didn't die. We thought he died. We were like, what? But he didn't die. He lived. Basically, he does only have mana health. So when the fog goes away, either the ritual's done, or you still have to do it again because he died. Because the other Moiklers are trying to kill him. And here's me actually finding him in spawn, I think. Yep, there he is. And he's gonna like run into the minecarts, and once he runs in, the fog's gonna go out, and you're gonna see, and you're gonna have to do the second ritual of the Easter egg, which is probably maybe actually no, there's the Westling's probably the hardest one. So you're gonna go into the secret room that I showed you a couple times earlier, and everyone in your game has to go in just like before, and you're gonna see this Moikler spawn in. He's gonna crawl in from the roof, and he's gonna like start walking to the middle, like you see here. He's gonna curl up in a ball, and you have to kill him. And he has a pretty decent amount of health, but just keep shooting at him. He'll die, and once he dies, then you pick up the head, just like with the pest one, although this one's not really as glitchy. And once you pick up the head, you put it on the hook, like I showed you earlier. Now that you have 2 rituals done, you're gonna have to get the spine of a Wustling so you can do the final ritual. But like I said, you can do this in any order. Like, this is actually the one we did first in this game. Oh yeah, little glitch. We've ended up fixing it though. That happens to you. Just down yourself and have someone revive you. Anyways, moving on. Once you have a normal Wustling spine, you put it in there. Remember, it has to be glowing. And a friendly Wustling is gonna spawn. Surprise, surprise. And this one is probably the easiest one, maybe the easiest one. Anyways, once it spawns, you're gonna have to get 4 perks in a certain order. I'm just talking slow because it's gonna be a decently long clip. So the order of perks he has to get, just follow the route I show you. I'm speeding this up because he walks really slow. Basically the order of perks he has to get double tap, enhanced melee, stamina up, and then quick revive. If he doesn't get the perks in that order, then you have to let him die and restart and get another spine. Oh yeah, and if he starts going towards something that you don't want him to, like a perk like you just saw a second ago, he start going to stamina, just shoot him and he should start go towards you. I just like usually constantly shoot him when he's going by stamina up since it's such a tight area. But we're getting close to double tap as you could see. And then we're here. He's gonna get double tap, and he is glitchy at the time of making this video. Hopefully it's patched by now. Sometimes he just like stops moving, and then you just have to let him die if he does that most of the time. So anyways, um, what I usually do, I let him go down here. He'll be inside the wall for a second, and then you have to like guide him. This is when I shoot him a lot. While he's going, like I just kind of tap it, and then he's in the clear usually, and I'm gonna lead him over to the melee perk, which is right here. If you don't know, it's in the artillery bunker where you've done a lot of stuff in this game. Surprisingly, he'll get the perk. By the way, you can look on his back to see what perks he has. And anyways, moving on. And now we have to go to stamina up, which is like right by here. Which this from here it's pretty easy. Like you're pretty much in the clear as long as you take the easiest route. So you take him to stamina up. This is where he usually glitches for me, but of course he didn't in this recording because I wouldn't show that. And also he'll start moving faster now, which is a good thing. Get this done a little faster. See, he's running now. So he actually uses perks. You're basically taking him to quick revive, and cause he has the ray gun, so he wants to be revived if he has the ray gun. So you take him to quick revive. I don't know what to say other than that. And once he gets to quick revive, he's gonna put his hand on it. And okay, now I can say stuff. He's gonna run into this wall, and that's how you know you've done it correctly. If it doesn't run into that wall, you've done something wrong. Anyways, now you have to go back into that secret room. See, we did it first. And if you have done a spine before you open the secret room, they all get nuked. Anyways, this ritual is gonna be a bunch of Westlings. I recommend Shell Shock or Monkeys or something. You have to shoot the one that's like glowing, which is the green one right there. That's the one that we have to kill. So we're just shooting him. If you do this tactic, it's not too difficult. And he'll drop a head. You pick it up. You put it on one of the hooks, whichever one takes it. And congratulations, after you've done all three of those rituals, you are on to the last step of the Easter egg. So good luck. So now you have to go back to this area where you summoned all the stuff, and you can pick up the monk head that you placed way back at the beginning of the Easter egg. And now you're gonna have to go back into the secret room for one last ritual, which to start, all you have to do is put the monk head on the one hook that you haven't put anything on yet, which kind of struggle to. And this Easter egg is not this Easter egg, this ritual is the easiest ritual out of all of them. Pretty much what you're doing, you're getting a bunch of kills in this pool of blood, and you're filling up this pool, and it's pretty easy. It's mainly just a bunch of zombies, as you see here, but it is a long ritual, and by long I mean like 2 minutes. So hopefully guys can get this done. If you die now, I'm so sorry for you. Because after this you go to the boss fight. Use your if you have Jax, use Jax, because after this step, what you're gonna get after this step is gonna trade out your Jax. Spoiler, it's the pommel, which you'll get a trophy for, by the way. You get like 3 trophies from this Easter egg. You'll get explore the entire island, you'll get pommel, and then you'll get beating the Easter egg, hopefully. But the boss fight is the step to worry about. The rest of this isn't too bad. Anyways, the door will open once this ritual is done. But don't leave right away, because you're going to have to wait for the pommel to spawn in the God's Hand. And once it does, You just hold square on it, and it'll replace your monkeys, and you are ready to go to the boss fight. But first, setup, of course. Okay, so now you can go to the boss fight. So to go in, you throw the pommel at the radio that you built so long ago, and then you'll be able to hold square to interact, which you need to go into the boss fight. So you need everyone in your game to hold square on this. I'm just gonna switch to the game where we actually pretty much beat the boss fight. We actually did another game, but I didn't record it. But anyways, look, we're in a 4-player game now. Magic for editing. Anyways, so this is going to be twice as fast just because it's a long boss fight. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to survive as, like, just kill everything pretty much. And it's actually kind of cool because the Moiklers are using your specialist abilities. So it's like there's one with Shell Shock, there's one with Free Fire, there's one with the Saw, there's one with the camouflage, so it like blurs your vision. There's one with the front. Actually, there's no front line. How'd that even work? Actually, I don't know. Anyways, like just keep calm when you're in this part because, um, like it's pretty hectic, and pommels are really important. Pommels will save your life. Like look at that, just recta whistling. And you to move on, you basically just kill everything like you see here. It's gonna be foggy. There's 4 different areas you go to, and just keep killing everything. It's gonna feel like it's taking forever, but you're progressing. Don't worry. Um, the Moiklers have a lot of health though, so it's like, it's it's a struggle. Like I've only beaten this once, and I've attempted it so many times. And when the fog goes away, that means all you have to do is kill the zombies that are still there. So you're pretty much done. And after you kill all the zombies that are there, I just got downed, rip me. Um, you can activate the minecart, and you'll go through the minecart tunnels. And there'll be a max ammo every time you go through the minecart tunnels. So this boss fight is you use a lot of ammo, but it does give you max ammos every time you go in between areas. This one, a Brenner's gonna spawn, kill it. It's pretty easy to kill. Pommels are key, remember that. This one's probably the hardest area because there's fire everywhere, and it downs you really fast. And this one feels like a really long area. I don't know why, it just does. And anyways, powerful Moikler is gonna be back. Recommend having quick revive if you're with people, because if you don't have quick revive, it's a struggle. Oh yeah, by the way, just saying right now, I didn't beat it this game, but we got to the last area, and literally if we would have survived for like 5 more seconds, it would have been done, so it's pretty much the whole boss fight. But I have actually beat it, just don't have the boss fight gameplay of that. Anyways, moving on, there's going to be a lot more fire spawning. Turning on trap is pretty good. Use specials as much as possible. Consumables, I recommend having consumables. I never really use them on the final rank, but this Easter egg you almost need them, especially those max ammos and full meters. And one just spawned right there, so good. Hey, look, there's a Moikler using camouflage. Anyways, like this area is really a struggle. The pommel saving lives. In this area, I recommend doing a full map train. This was my first time ever in the boss fight, so I didn't really know exactly what I was doing, as you can tell. So I basically just do a whole train around this room in this area, but we clearly didn't know what we were doing. We were only around 20 though, so I mean, it's not that bad. We ended up downing. Just honestly, this is like the longest area, or actually no, second longest. The one after this feels the longest. But you can buy armor in the next area. In this area, there's nothing you can really buy unless you got like the Tommy gun off the wall. Then you can get ammo for that. All I have is quick revive at this point, so it's just. I recommend having a mod on where you can get like armor whenever you activate whatever special you're using. Like I've been saying, pommels are key. I can't stress that enough. Pommels are key. And we're close to being able to activate the minecart, I think at the time. Yeah, we can activate it. And by the way, if one person activates it, everyone will teleport on. We didn't know that at the time. But like always, we'll get another max ammo in here, so yay, more ammo. Can't say no to that. We need it. Anyways, you will move on to the double tap area, which is, in my opinion, the hardest. But you can buy double tap and stamina up here. And you can buy armor, actually, in the artillery bunker. And you can buy stamina up right there, like I just did. And the armor is right here, where you shot the cannon. And this one gets hectic because it's such a big area and there's so much fog. It's just we got a full meter right there. It really helps. And spam, like I wasn't throwing pommels enough in this game. Like I was like a decent amount, but like nowhere near enough as much as I should have. Anyways, this area, since there's armor, it's pretty easy, but only because there's armor. Like look how much it is already. Like 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 I don't even have that good guns because like we're down and we had armor. It's pretty hard to do. Like pulling this off is really hard. Like good luck in this boss fight. Find people in like communities that are good, or find people that have done it even, and people that have consumables maybe, like, because you need those consumables. Pommels, they're good for reviving too. Of course, quick revive, you need that too. I don't know how I was struggling here. I was like really being a noob. Anyways, got downed again. um, just hang in there throughout all of this. You'll make it through if you just try. Like, really try. Oh yeah, did I mention you'll be blocked off from other areas of the map? Probably obvious by now if you're doing this as you're watching this. Probably no one is, to be honest. They're probably watching it and be like, oh, I'll do it. But actually, if you made it to this point in the video and you're still watching it, thank you. And when the fog goes away, that's when you'll know you can get on the minecart. You have to kill the zombies that are here. And I recommend making sure you have full armor before you leave. But everyone will teleport on. You'll get a max ammo. And the last area you're going to go to is you're going to go back to spawn. And it's going to be a lot shorter than before. And you're just going to have to kill everything. And right after this, it's done. So basically just survive. Now we do end up dying here. The fog went away, which means that we're about to beat it. We just have to survive for like another like another like 30 seconds maybe. But we end up dying, so rip us. We got the nuke. He gets revived. We literally think that we're gonna beat it, so we're like all hyped and getting nervous. But we notice that like, oh, there's still 3 more things that we have to kill. And we end up all dying, and it was game over, and we got mad. But anyways, when you beat it, you'll get this item pop up on screen, and then like 20 seconds later the cutscene will start. And I hope you all enjoyed this guide. I hope it helps you get your Easter egg done. It's a difficult Easter egg, but after all of that, you'll get it done. I'm not going to show the whole cutscene because it's on my channel and I don't want to spoil it. But anyways, whole cutscene's in the description. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm going to end this video right here.